Welcome back to the Core Cars News Tech Lab. Today we're taking a look at 10 brand new Roku channels for February 2019. Now these are new Roku channels or new Roku channels that have been very updated since I last talked about them. Now they're in no particular order, so the first one I show doesn't make any more better or great than the last one. So just keep that in mind. Hopefully something on this list will pique your interest, help you get more out of your Roku. So first though, hey, I do videos like this every week, weekly cord cutting Q&As, how-to, reviews, and more, all about the world of cord cutting, helping you break free from the high cost of cable TV and still watching your content. Hopefully helping you, if you're already a cord cutter, get more out of your players like the Roku. So hit that subscribe, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us. All right, let's dive into it. First up is Stir. This is owned by Sinclair, launched last year. It includes a ton of free live and on-demand content. Currently, it's a handful of channels. They say they intend to keep adding more and more content to it with the goal of having about 50 channels by year's end. Now, right off the bat, when you first launch it, it will give you a bunch of options for different markets you can pick from. I picked Austin because that's the one I'm closest to. They say if there is not one close to you, pick Washington, D.C., you'll get national news. So there is local news included with this, in my case from Austin. The big selling point here is live TV on your Roku from a lot of the smaller over-the-air networks that you, let's go back here, that you may or may not know about. So there we go. And that's great because you get things like Comment, Charge TV, even stuff from like the tennis channel included. Well, I'm not sure, don't believe it's a full 24/7 feed of the cable network. There is a lot of good content there. So let's jump through it. So here's the guide. You can pick any of these channels and watch them live. You've got things like Stadium for sports, Cheddar for news, Dust and Comment for sci-fi content, Charge, you know, grew up watching chips, love to see that there. Con TV, Buzzer game shows, lots of great game shows here. The Dove channel for family content, and more. So right here's the tennis channel. Not sure if this is a live feed. I've heard different reports on this, but it is showing, for instance, the 2019 Australian Open Women's Final. So you can watch that right there. Poker and more. It just keeps on going. Outdoor content, movies, and more. So really great. They do, again, say they're going to be adding more content to this in the weeks and months to come. We'll see what happens. The other part here is on-demand content. Remember when I selected the local news? One thing that's great is with on-demand, games and highlights includes my local high school basketball, football games. There's a lot of content there. There's even things like on-demand movies. So which is really great. You got different categories as you would expect, documentaries, comedy, action, and more. And you can do things, you know, pick out a movie up here and watch it. And it's a selection of different content. Not a huge category of on-demand right now. Hopefully they improve that in the weeks to come, but they do say they're working on that. Next up is Law and Crime. This is a kind of a court TV-esque place. It is a subscription service. There is some free content here. When you first do it, you get about half an hour to try the content. There we go. So, and you can go into it and watch it for half an hour, see if you're interested. It is $1.99 for a month or $20 for a full year of service. If you're a hardcore court TV kind of person that loves court programming, check it out. Now, Court TV is launching a free over-the-air network. Unsure though they're going to have a Roku version, but they do have a lot of content here right now in the free version. It's just a handful of shows and documentaries and more available. With a paid, I'm assuming you get a lot more with it. It's the Law and Crime Network. They were added recently to some live TV streaming services, so you may have it. But if you don't and you want that kind of criminal content, check out the Law and Crime Network. So next up is ET Live. Now this has been on Roku for a little while now, but you had to access it through like the CBS News app. It comes from CBS and it offers celebrity news, pop culture news, and more. It's a 24/7. It's built off their Entertainment Tonight property that CBS owns. Yes, I know it doesn't air on CBS in most markets, but CBS is the parent company producing that. And here you can go and select all kinds of different topics, news, awards, TV shows, and more. And then they do have the 24/7 feed up here, which you can make full screen if you select it and get just the latest news. So if you're into celebrity news and more, check it out. And then again, you can go down the bottom, have some options, closed caption, something a lot of people were asking for in earlier versions of these kind of apps is now available by CBS, which is great. Ace Ventura turns 25, I guess, this recently. So check it out. ETV Live, if you're into pop culture, entertainment news, and more, ET Live is a great source for that. Next up, if you are a yoga fan, you may want to check out this Yoga International Roku channel. It's newer. I don't think I've ever showed it before, and it has some really cool features. I'll show you in a minute. For instance, if you said, hey, I only have 15 minutes to do yoga, maybe have an hour and a half. They have all kinds of different videos at different lengths, which I know a lot of people really enjoy. So you can go in here and go down to the bottom and say, hey, a couple different options. So I have 15 minutes, 75 minutes, more. Maybe I just, I'm a beginner, or I'm way past beginner. I'm a level 3. They even have crossover levels, like level halfway between 2 and 3. Why don't they go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? I don't know, but they have levels 2 and 3 content there. But it's a really nice service here. They do have some paid benefits, I believe, if you pay additional, but there is a lot of free content. You can even favorite. Let's say this is a video you really like, you want to keep coming back to it. You can favor that so you can come back and try it again. So all kinds of different content here. Again, you can create a queue of different videos if you want. You can do challenges, you can do courses. Let's go up to the top. So right here, these are locked premium content too. So 14-day trial challenge here if you want for 14 days to really get into your yoga experience. All right, let's keep on going back here. Next up is Haiti Broadcasting. If you are from Haiti, this is a great option here. It takes it was recently added to Roku, and it takes a bunch of content from Haiti and from other places around the world. So they got some free things like France 24/7 and RT News, stuff you see on everything. But then they have some Haiti content, which allows you to, keep in touch with what's happening maybe back in your home country, hometown. But they do offer a support option here, and it is a very nice service. And again, they just kind of go into it. Really cool down here, they do have some Haiti-based radio stations if you want to listen to some stations from maybe your home area. Next up, now this one is for the Red Wings. It's called From the Dark Side. They're the ones that did all the NFL apps where you could, on your Roku, access NFL content, movies and TV, or clips and more. So this is about Red Wings this time. It takes a lot of the videos that are on the Red Wings website for free, puts them on your Roku. They get some greatest moments like the 100 years of NHL. They have coaches, interviews, community stuff, game day previews for shows, highlights of recent matches, and more. So check it out. And again, Red Wings and a couple other teams I notice are available right now. If that's not your team, hopefully they'll add more. With the NFL, they've been slowly adding, seems like almost every month there's a new one. Now, if you have a kid, or maybe you just want something relaxing, Lullaby TV is a new Roku channel. Free, has a ton of lullaby, relaxing, like stars and clouds, sleepy videos for babies and more. Just kind of videos that are meant to kind of help you relax, help you get ready for bed. And they say these work great for kids. Your kids may be different than mine. Mine were not interested in this kind of stuff growing up. But if you have a kid who, you just want something calm and relaxing, lullaby.tv on your Roku. Next up is the AKC TV. This is TV for dogs. There's a ton of content here, including a live feed. They also have different content, so you can look at different Rose City Classic, the biggest dog show series in the world, and more. So there's a lot of different on-demand content. You can even say, hey, I want, I have a beagle, and I want to only see content with beagles in it for my beagle. Maybe you want to use this as just you love beagles, or maybe you want to use it because there is a, you want something for your puppies or anybody to be watching while you're gone. There's also a lot of topics in here, so you can do things like breeding and dog jobs from the archives, dogs throughout history. That's AKC TV. It's from the American Kennel Club, so check it out. All right, so there's two more channels I want to show up and these ones I've shown before, but they've been updated recently. So I wanted to point them out, hopefully help you discover something new about them. But NewsOn has recently been adding a lot of new channels. They've lost some as things change and move around. There's a lot of mergers and things happening, but they have a brand new look on the Roku, and it does the things like it shows you a lot of nearby stations using your IP, and now, which helps instead of just launching into whoever's the closest, it will say, hey, yeah, San Antonio, Dallas, and more are all available right here. You can favorite them and add them to your favorites, watch clips, watch live news. The thing about NewsOn is it allows you to watch local news for free on your Roku. In most areas now will have one or more stations. I have multiple options in my area. But that's called NewsOn. It's been around for a while, a few years now. But they've really done a good job of updating it, adding new content, adding new channels to their lineup. Lastly is Movies Anywhere, and the reason I wanted to point this one out, since the last time I talked about this, they've added a lot of content, and I'm not logged in right now, but Movies Anywhere allows you to link your content from like Google Play, Microsoft Store, iTunes, Amazon, and more. And from a growing number of movie studios, all the movies you've paid for across all those services will be put into one spot here with the Movies Anywhere. It used to be called Disney Movies Anywhere, allowed you to link your Disney movies from multiple places into a single repository. Now they've teamed up with a growing list of movie companies to allow you to access their movies from one spot, which is great. If you're an iTunes person, you have a bunch of movies on iTunes, but you own a Roku, now you can access it. So check it out. It's also a good idea. Just kind of puts everything in one spot instead of having to maybe jump between Vudu and Google Play and Amazon and more on your Roku. Well, there you go. My top 10 new or very updated Roku channels I wanted to point out. Hopefully you found something cool that's new. If you know of something new from the official Roku channel store, leave me a comment down below. Let me know about it. Maybe I'll feature it in a future video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. We appreciate your support.